Okay. Um, First off, welcome back, or welcome for the first time if you're here for the first time. Fuck, my phone's popping out. Um, I'm at my couch like I used to. However, I just did kind of a three videos. Well, this is gonna be my third. I'm not gonna count the second one. The second one I filmed the first one. It was like 22, 23 minutes. It was basically a bunch of grabs and shit that I got today. I got some new comic boxes. They're like short boxes, but what they are is. But let me just flip this around. I'm gonna do a quick recap. But there's a reason I'm starting this video fresh. Basically, it's like a short box. BCW is now doing this like little animated. As we can see, it holds 130 bags and boards, fold over lids, so it has something to hold on to. And the reason I got these because right now, I'm going to be honest. When I got back into comics within the last, say, 4 or 5 years, let's just say 5 years, I was ignorant to a lot of shit. And I had my old collection from when I was growing up as a kid. The comic collection I inherited from my father. He's still alive, but he passed it on to me because didn't want them anymore. They were taking up space in their house. I was just finding any boxes to put them in. Girl Scout cookies, baby white boxes. If you go back to the first video, two before this, you'll see. I kind of zoom in, and it's just a shit ton of boxes. So I picked up a few of these just to try to, clean up my apartment a little bit. The fact that it has a fold over top, and I can probably stack them too high. Well, you know what I didn't do in the first one, though? Yeah. So if I get a Sharpie or something like that, this cloth, it's a cloth-ish material, but it's hard. So, I should be able to get a Sharpie and like write my own little kapows and shit on there. So that's going to be cool. So I got a few of those. A quick recap. I picked up, I'll show you this real quick. A box of these. Now, we didn't get any autographs or the blasters. We got 2 Prism entrance cards, one for HBK, one for Shawn Michaels. We did get 2 green not booster, but 2 green of the base, which is cool. Akira Tozawa, who I met the other day at the meet and greet, and I think the other one was Roderick Strong, who, since 2023 is no longer with WWE. But that was kind of cool. I did show off real quick this. This is a little Funko Rewind now. The chase was the Joker Batman, but we just got the common. I'm not mad at that because I do like that they have the old style. Originally, I admit back in 89, I was 90, I was pissed with that, but I've gotten to love that extra little bump right in there. The other one that we got was the He-Man Rewinds. No, He-Man, Prince Adam. Well, we got the chase, though. We got Fakor. And just like Blockbuster, it comes with his own little Blockbuster card. So, it does say Chase, so that's kind of cool. You got him. I went to a Mystery Monday movie. I left early because I just wasn't into it. Let's put some of this shit aside. I picked up a Ghostbuster popcorn pail without popcorn in it, but they were actually selling them without. Some of these dials do turn. It is kind of cool. It comes with wheels, so if you have a house or apartment with wood floors, or you can kind of put popcorn in it. Now watch this section here, the yellow and the little red. When I open it, this will light up and this will light up. You see how that lights up and that kind of got brighter. And this thing is a good size. I showed before. It's as deep as my hand, from fingers to mid palm. And not only that, this back section is all hollow too, so you can store a lot of popcorn back here. So, you could fit your whole fist in it. Well, I have relatively small hands. Decent popcorn size. The handle actually was inside when I got it. So, let's see, what else did I show off real quick? I did get the Sandman Netflix score, the soundtrack. I thought the score was beautiful for the entire series. I'll show you real quick what the albums look like. Again, I thought he should be a part of Duran Duran or one of those 80s, goth. It does have like a gold, you can see the swirl, like some of the swirl. There we go. That looks beautiful. I cannot wait to listen to that. But the reason I did this video separate, you've all heard me talk about before, Fate 68, Comix. FATE. I'm going to have this on me while I put this away and talk about Fate 68, because Fate 68, owned by Jason, they call him Jay, so I'll be respectful and call him Jay also. Met Jay last year at Joe Fest, talked to him a bit, talked about some of my past, some of his past. He's acted in Stranger Things, he's acted in Wakanda Forever. He's done voice work for Gotham Knights, the video game. And he's built his own comic empire. Fate 68 now has 4 or 5 properties. They have Dolls, DOLS, Daughters of Lord Satan. I picked up the trade paperback for that. It had the first 3-4 issues. Grabbed me. And I needed to know what happened with the rest of it. He did the Kickstarter for part 4 recently, and I cannot wait for 5 to come out. He has Pumpkin. Pumpkin, he got ripped off on because he had the idea, put it out there, and some Canadian comic company came along, swiped the idea, and got their comic out first. And then they said, well, look at these guys copying. No, look at the timeline. Fate 68 did it first, and they did it better. The Canadian copy, it was on Kickstarter. I'm going to admit, I did back it. I didn't know back then. No, I'm going to stick with Fate 68. The one that kicked him off, PJ Cummings, I always get it wrong. Adventures of J.P. Cummings, which was optioned, I believe by Netflix, to be a movie or a series. Then, kind of COVID and some of the shit stopped. I was lucky enough that I picked up a copy, I think a first print. Was it JP? Recently. It was probably within the last 2-3 months. First print, first issue at one of my LCSs. I looked on eBay. That thing's going for like $50. I picked it up for 10. So follow Fate 68, FATE 68 COMIX on Instagram, Facebook, and I'm sure they have a YouTube page. Jason's an amazing guy. Jamie Lynn is a sweetheart. The new person they just hired to do a lot of the getting stuff out there. I want to say her name is Carolyn. Ma'am, I am sorry. I have a memory of a fruit fly. The reason I'm talking about them so much, I'm not kissing their ass. This is not a paid promotion. I respect the work they put into it. Jason does it for the story. He's been writing for years. He used to be an artist too for his own stuff. Speaking of artists, Greg Bo Watson, one of the best artists in the game. He does a lot of stuff for Zenscope. He does a lot of stuff for I'm sure you've seen a Greg Bo Watson cover, whether you know it or not. And of course, he's the artist. His colorist, Gwen, Canadian Queen, Gwen, she gets it right. Whatever Greg Bo puts on in the ink, Gwen knows where he's going with it, and they are like the power couple when it comes to putting covers out there. I love their work, even stuff that Greg Bo does that's not Fate 68. I'm such a fan of his. I've gone to other places and gotten other stuff that he's done, whether it be Kickstarter, whether it be for other comic companies. Respect. It's like thinking about a sports analogy. You can either respect one athlete and sit there and say, well, they held the team together, but if they go somewhere else, you're going to cry about them leaving the team. But if you support the team. Don't just support one person on the team. That's a little hefe, putting in my 2 cents. Penny for your thought. Give you 2 cents worth. Who the fuck knows what happened to the other penny? Where am I going with this? Okay. Fate 68 recently had a Kickstarter for Living Dead Girl, LDG. Yes, like the Rob Zombie song. However, Greg Bo had the idea for LDG like 30 years ago. And him and his partnership with Jason, they were finally able to put something, thoughts to pen to paper to create. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to read this. Not just Greg Bo, but Fate 68 has a lot of talented artists for their covers. People that have worked with I can't think, like Franz, the death dealer guy. I'm sure somebody would correct me. I'm going to bottom line this. The Living Dead Girl Kickstarter ran into some legal issues. They had a cease and desist from the guy who did Zombie Tramp saying you're copyright infringements, blah, blah, blah. Jason and Dan talked it out, worked it out. All it is, it's going to be a quick skin color change for LDG. So instead of being green, she's going to be blue. Not a big deal. But they kept the trolls out. They kept the gaslighters out. It was two artists and men being respectful to each other's ideas and coming to an agreement. So the Kickstarter, Jason does this. Jason loves doing this. He does a lot of limited edition stuff. When I say limited, I have a metal cover I think I have number 3 of like 10 or 3 of 15. And he doesn't just do front metals like most comic companies do. He does front and back. So your book is well protected. He'll do one of 10s, one of 3s. And when I say one of 3s, I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. He did a prototype action figure, and of course, you see the pops behind me. I'm an action figure guy. I can kind of do a quick little flip. I got a bunch of Supermans and Batmans and shit over there, some G.I. Joe stuff. But that's what I was talking about for my comics. Oh, there's a bunch of DVDs and shit. Anyway, since we're here, I did back the Kickstarter, and I got one of I think this was the only one available for this. The only one he put on the Kickstarter, I'll say that. The only one he put on the Kickstarter. Living Dead Girl, prototype, in lingerie. So look at this box. Good size box. Sturdy box. Shrink wrapped. I mean, a little crazy up there. I'm sure that's a chain. It's shrink wrapped all across. I did not touch this at all. And the reason I'm doing this video, I did reach out to Jason first. I said, do you mind? I don't want to put anything out there unless you say so. The cross. Now, here we go. Here we go. Authentic, certified, 2 of 3. So I'm sure Jason kept number 1. I don't know what happened to number 3. Prototype figure by Jose Cortez. There it is, 2 of 3. Jose Cortez signature. I was a little worried about opening this, but I figured the only way to actually experience this is to get into it. So we are going to do this together. That way, if anything fucks up, we can blame me. I'm trying to be very gingerly with this. I don't want to mess up the actual box itself. Here we go. Here we go. I got it. Boop. Okay, find the next little... Ooh, you know what? It's like a felt. I wonder if I can just peel it now. We're going to do a little... Right there. Oh, this thing is beautiful. So, that is not his signature. Okay. That's what I was kind of afraid of. I was afraid that something that was stuck to the back would come off. But as we can see, it does come off. It's supposed to come off. So, velvet, it's very smooth as I knock into this. Oh. I say, we're discovering this for the first time. Okay. Okay. Okay, I see what he's doing here. Fate 68. And that's what she was supposed to look like in the original. Green, bluish hair. You ready? Ooh, I'm scared. I'm scared. Here we go. There she is. A little skull accessory. But here is the living dead girl. This is beautiful. Prototype. So this is one of 3 that'll ever be in existence. Well, of these are the ones where they can check to mold and check the coloring and all the other stuff and make sure that the creator wants to go okay with the production. Look at the detail of the eyes, the eyebrows. I'm not even looking at her. I'm actually looking at the camera. I'm trying to get a good lighting, but my camera's kind of, you know what? I got an idea. How about that? A little better? I like how it's like almost like a see-through green there. See-through, not seafoam or anything like that. I cannot wait to take pictures of this. Again, I did check with Jason first, so he did say it's okay. I'm not going to move it around too much. This is a prototype. I mean, I know it's supposed to be, you know, it does have, it's very stiff. So yeah, this is the display case. She's here in a purse coffin. It's felt inside. Very red velvet. There, not felt, velvet. So I love this. And I'm not going to say what I paid for this, but the fact that she is now a blue-skinned character, the rarity of this just became immeasurable. Of course, I'm never going to resell it. There's a reason I boasted him up so much. Jason is a friend of mine, a good friend of mine. I will support him, defend him. I give him ideas. He's asked me for ideas before about some things, and I've been open and honest with my feedback. He does appreciate that. I'm not just going to bullshit him and, you know, kiss his ass and tell me I want. I said, look, this is what I think might work better, or this is what I think, you know, maybe some people, public, might like this. Check out the detail of the skull. I guess we can open this up because I'm just sitting here playing with a mini skull. And I don't care if this video goes long. All right. Let's look at the detail. Look at that. You got the cheekbone. You got the eye socket. Focus. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it's not going to be perfect. It's not supposed to be. No bone is perfect. But this is open. Let's see if it opens. Nope, not going to force it. Okay, so LDG. You know what? I'm not even going to close it up because after I end this, I'm going to take pictures and then reassemble it. I love the fact that this is a hard foam and it fits on the outside to complete the coffin. Jason, you're a genius. Jose Cortez, sir, your work is beautiful. Hopefully you have an Instagram or a YouTube, because I will post this on both of my accounts, and of course tag you along with Fate 68. Gentlemen, Fate 68, Jason, Jamie Lynn, Everyone else, the rest of the crew there, it's just an amazing talent, a small group of people. They do a great job. Let me get this back on me. Ow. So, I'm blown away. After the dispute that Jason and Dan had, I don't want to say dispute, after the discussion, let's be polite. Let's be very polite about this because they were able to talk it out. I forget if it was Jason or Jamie that reached out to me and told me about it. And, yo, guys, I cannot tell you how much I appreciate this. I love it. It's a shame that some of the legal disputes had to happen, but I just need the comic now. I need my my boxes, my box of death, my box of metal, mystery metals. I don't know how many people bought those. I know I got one. I was about to create another account, and I told Jason this. I was fixing to create another Kickstarter account. I actually created a second one a while ago to back another project they did. I'm very Kickstarter inept when it comes to some things, but Jason said that one of the items they had was an add-on, so I didn't actually even have to change my pledge. And I went through and I found it, so I didn't have to create a third account. So Jason, thank you for looking out for me, sir. Everyone who watches this, I do hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. If you like the figure, I will say, please even check out Fate 68. I'll spell it out: FATE 68 COMIX.com. Check out their website. They do have some. I think they have some original art too. They have some of the comics. I think they have some merch. They have their own webpage. Follow them. Their stories, they're rivaling. I would put DC and Marvel down to read Fate 68, and it's not just because I'm friends with Jason. I believe, and I am that wrapped up in a story. When I read, I think it was Dolls 4, when he got me, when that finally finished their Kickstarter campaign, and I got my comic there, I read it like the day it came in, and I wanted issue 5 right away. Just the character build up, the art is amazing. Pumpkin 2 just came out. I finally got, Jason, I did get my foily Born in Blood. Beautiful cover, beautiful foil cover. Yeah, it's like, it shows like a skull and it has blood like dripping. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh my god. I don't know if they did in metal. I think they might have. I got the foil, so I'm happy with that. But I can just imagine how beautiful the metal would be. This is already 23 minutes. Anybody that watched this, everybody at Phase 68, yo, just don't stop. Do not stop, please. For all my followers, what do? I beg. Please please comment. Look, if you stood and watched 23 minutes of this, spend 30 more seconds and just sit there and say, or hey, nice video, awesome figure. What about the other shit I picked up that I just did a quick rerun that I spent 23 minutes on the other fucking video for? I'm playing with my knife. It's Tech Force. This is something that I got for like $1 in like it's not a cheap knife. It's a heavy knife. But I went up to Jersey and I always used to carry knives, and I'm like, so ever since for the past like 2-3 weeks, I've just been. It's a tactical stainless steel USA design, TF small print 465 468 Tech Force TAC-Force. It's a beautiful knife pocket, but I do like the fact that it's a long. I hate when they have like the short little pocket clips, so. I'm just going to keep rambling. Yo, I appreciate y'all. Godspeed, and until next time. My hand shakes. I have no control. Left hand I can do no problem. Right hand is, I know it, but I have no control over my. Godspeed, y'all. Till next time.